Hello everyone!
Hey friends! Oh my god, I do look like I'm in the depths of hell at the moment. It's so dark in here. Okay, no, it's not that bad. I was being a little bit dramatic.
Well, I love it when you're dramatic, so it's fine.
Good. Hang on, I'm just turning off the sound on our own stream. There we go. Hi friends!
Hello everyone. So excited to be back with Lost Records Bloom and Rage.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, it's on the other thing. Sorry. I was getting our stream, but like delayed in my ear, and I was like, oh no! And then I was like, no, it's fine. I literally just have windows open.
Charlotte's like, I'll be excited when I figured out my lighting.
Yes. Sorry, I'm ready to rage. I am ready for the rage portion of Bloom and Rage.
I'm very ready for the rage portion of Bloom and Rage. I liked the Bloom portion, but I think I'm ready for the rage portion.
Yeah, it's time to rage.
It's time to rage.
I mean, I don't know if that's actually how they're celebrating it, but you know, that's how we are. That's how we're taking it.
Absolutely.
I'm also gonna pop out.
Forgot that when you finish take 1, the menu animation switches from all 4 of their feet to just Swann's feet.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's fine.
I'm sure there's nothing to read into that, like, at all. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a quick recap of our choices and relationships.
Yes.
Because I don't really remember. Okay.
Also, this is just a complete tangent, but I got birthday nails done, and they are really pretty, only I'm quite annoyed because one of the nails, all the like nice bits basically just peeled off. And that should not happen. And they were not cheap, and I don't know, I'm mad about it. But yeah, they're like French tips with lilac. I think this is lilac actually. But this one just fully, the tip came off.
That's
basically.
so sad. I just have like busted up painted black nails, which is appropriate for today's vibe.
I agree. This is not very Bloom and Rage, but this is who I am, so.
And we accept you for who you are. Okay, so
thank you.
We went with the orange cat pumpkin. We were neutral towards Dylan and Corey. We retrieved Autumn's keys. We drank alcohol in the past. We told the truth about our music taste to the group. We made Nora and Kat pretend to kiss for the music video. We decided that Nora was the best actress. We called the hideout Form's Rest. We suggested that Nora get a nose piercing. We agreed to draw blood during the ritual. I feel like that's going to be pretty important. You went through the entire Bloody Mary. I have a bad feeling about that.
Yeah. I just remember you being like, oh!
You wrote a song about justice.
Slay.
We wished for freedom at the Abyss. We were violent towards Corey when he tried to take Kat home. Kat did our makeup, so I think we're currently like the closest to Kat in the past.
Yeah.
We found.
That's another thing we've got to try and lock in to Autumn, I think, this place.
Yeah, we want to try and romance lock into Autumn if we can.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's still time. You found a way to open the padlock without breaking it, and we took the blame for planning the concert. Okay. And I remember this. Our relationship recap was that we didn't manage to break out of the new friend zone for anyone.
Sad. I know that, like, the only thing I've seen of, like, I've not been trying to look at much content, especially more recently now that the next part has come out. But yeah, I think I saw that some people did get something more with all 3 of them, which is crazy. So go figure, I guess.
I don't know. I wonder how much. Like, I don't know if anyone did that on purpose. I feel like potentially people like played the game a million times.
Oh, I think people. Yeah, I think that was people metagaming it for sure. Yeah. Like, and like going back and playing it for sure. But yeah, I just observed and I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, in the present, I think we're really connecting with Autumn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Slay. Yeah, I mean, we're not connecting with Nora.
No,
We were just saying before the stream started that, like, we think Nora's look is really cool, but we think she fucking sucks.
Yeah,
So
I think she's an interesting character. I think she's definitely my least favorite person of the bunch at the moment.
Yeah. I was going to say, before we actually kick off, I wanted to see if we had any predictions for this chapter. So I realised yes. I was thinking of things that I thought might happen. Hi, Dog Party Guy.
Wow, what's this game?
This is the new... this crazy game. It'll be action-packed shooty bangs. Yeah, that's really what we do here. That's really our vibe. My prediction, well, not my prediction, but something I want to see is I want to know what Swann looks like in modern day. We've only had her point of view so far, and I'm like really interested. And I don't know why. Like, I'm really interested in what that means and like whether that's meaningful, I guess.
Yes, 100%. I think that it would be hard for I would also predict that they will show us adult Swann like at the very end or something.
Yeah.
And also I can understand why that would be like, I mean, in general, I think it's like an emotional and curious thing for you, but I know in the last tape you expressed that like you really hope that she's still fat, like that she hasn't.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I think, well, okay, I mean, it would be nice if she was. I think she's already shown... Sorry.
I guess it's like not like an assumption or a judgment if she has lost weight, but it would be nice to see that representation.
I think if she's not fat anymore, I think she's, from the choices we've made, it's already clear that she's still very much like interested in fat liberation, or at least some kind of body acceptance, something. Because we got her to ask Nora about the like clothes sizes that her clothing brand stocks, and how it doesn't go up to plus sizes, and that's like exclusionary. And I mean, okay, that's very like low level politics on that front. I mean, in terms of like fat acceptance and fat, the kind of fat liberation movement, that's like rung one, but it's still something, and that's like demonstrating that even if she isn't fat now, she's at least thinking about how it is, like what it's, she hasn't. I think there's something about formerly fat people who then lose weight. A lot of them can be very assimilationist and very much like fuck all fat people, you just you didn't try, I tried, I'm better than you, that kind of vibe. So the fact that she's not doing that is like a good thing.
It's funny you say that, because there's a person that like comes up on my FYP sometimes. I don't like actively follow her, but I saw one of her TikToks the other day where she was being like she's like pretty skinny and like conventionally attractive, but she was being like, no, I used to be fat, and this is why fat liberation is still important to me, like even though I'm not fat anymore. And like her politics on it were really good, and I was like, we need more of this.
I think it's tricky in like the fat lib community. Like, I think our kind of instincts, and it's a very like individualistic instinct, and it's something I struggle with a lot. Like, if someone like I follow or admire or something within the fat community then loses weight, I do feel a type of way about it, because especially when someone's kind of profited off the fat community and then loses weight, it feels exploitative. It does feel weird. And there's stuff to unpack about that. But I think there is like this attitude sometimes where people just instantly jump to like anger at this person when it's not necessarily like an individualistic thing. Like, obviously them as an individual has lost weight for whatever reason, but
and I think like people's bodies change for such a number of reasons, right? So it's so understandable to
like my weight changed a lot last year when I was doing a job where I was like fucking running around all the time. That doesn't mean my politics changed, it just meant my lifestyle changed, like these things happen, it's fine. But I guess it's like when people do that and then don't explicitly still talk about fat liberation, that's when it can be a bit of a red flag, I guess.
Feels like a betrayal, right? Like, just because you don't... I think the idea that, like, you no longer experience a certain kind of material oppression, which, like, in itself is, like, a privilege that you can change your body to be free of, like, a
Yeah.
certain kind of
And often
material oppression, because that's not
these
true for all
people-
of them. But like,
Yeah, and often these people
then,
are like well off enough to like pay for a gym subscription or like a personal trainer or maybe even get a Zempic or, you know, like
yeah,
it's that kind of a thing.
And then it's like, okay, now that you individually are no longer experiencing that oppression for whatever reason, like let's just say, you know, for some people it might not even be that they actively did like weight loss stuff, but maybe they got sick or like it could be any reason. So, but then now that you aren't directly experiencing it, you don't care anymore. Like that is shitty.
Yeah.
That's really shitty.
I think it's always when people stop talking about it that I'm like,
fuck you.
But they're still like finding ways to profit off of the community. Like someone I'm thinking of in particular, like still writes books with like fat protagonists, even though they've lost a lot of weight. And you're just like, okay, but so you're still kind of engaging with the community in that way, but she now never posts about fat liberation stuff like ever. And you're like, okay, you know, like something's not right here, you know?
Yeah, and I think, again, it would just be nice to see more, like, good, and not good in the sense of, like, you know, I have a lot of complicated feelings around the ideas of good representation, but I guess just, like, human fat representation, you know, instead of, like, these, like, terrible, like, caricatures of fatness that we usually see in video games, so.
Exactly, and I think a few years ago, I really consciously was like, I'm going to change my social media, like who I'm following and stuff, and not follow so many skinny people, and kind of like really, especially like in terms of like influencers and creators and stuff. And yeah, I was like, I'm really going to make sure I'm focusing on like fat people, and like the number of people that I have followed for like probably like a decade at this point who have started losing weight. I'm like, this is a high statistic, and I feel very deeply uncomfortable with like how much what was once a safe space for me has changed. And also, I mean I know we talked a little.
Has been making a huge comeback. Like it's been
yeah,
really
definitely.
Scary. It's been really scary.
Yeah, and like I think materially nothing really changed during the like body positive movement for fat people. Materially, nothing actually made a difference. Some fat people were just slightly more accepted.
Well, because it was a very like neoliberal, like body positivity is a very like neoliberal like framework, right? It's not fat liberation.
It became that. I will say that
materialist
approach. No, for sure. I mean, I will say that it like was initially started by fat black women who essentially were wanting fat liberation. Like that is what it started as. It then became co-opted by, you know, influencers and celebrities into like, you know, we're all body positive, and it became this individualist thing. But the body positive movement did start as wanting those material changes, but it became co-opted, which is now why we kind of say fat liberation rather than fat acceptance or body positivity. Basically.
And now we're just going like all the way back to like, you know, take a Zempic, don't eat, like it's I mean, not that ever completely went away, but I've been seeing an uptick in it. That's been scary. I will say, like, briefly, I think I tuned into one of Madeline Pendleton's TikTok lives the other day where she was talking about, like, it was interesting. She was saying, like, in her personal experience, like a lot of her family are fat people, and they're, like, poor Californians. Like, they've lived in poverty most of their life. And her body type is just different. Like, she eats the same, but she's just, like, you know, people's bodies are different. And so she like grew up like seeing like fat family members like being treated differently and like stuff like that, and that kind of shaped her fat politics. But also so the stream was, she was talking about like her, I guess, experience, but then she was like talking about this current like uptick in like weight loss culture and like basically like encouraging disordered eating again. And it was very like and because her whole thing is like that she's a communist and offers like materialist analysis for these things, she was talking about it in correlation with like the rise of the far right, and also and also with like increasing austerity. So because like people can't afford food, thinness is being seen as like a beauty standard again, because and there's like a correlation between that, and also like thinness and the beauty standard that like the far right perpetuates, like the white supremacist, like trad wife, like beauty standard that's perpetuated. That, you know, since the Victorian era, and perhaps at, you know, some context like earlier than that, but in modern history anyway, like since the Victorian era, the idea of like women being like skinny, developing as a beauty standard has also been about like women being weak, like your body doesn't have like nutrition, like you don't feel like strong and healthy. So there's this sense in which I think there's a gender politics of like weight loss culture like literally weakening us. Particularly, obviously, it disproportionately affects women, and also like you know, people can't afford to put food on the table, but at least like if they feel good about being skinny, then they won't think about like how fucked up it is that they can't afford to put food on the table.
I would say something slightly different on that particular count.
Yeah.
And this is probably more of an like, I mean, she's coming to it from an American perspective, as she lives in America.
Yes.
And also I'm coming to this with a UK perspective, but fresh food has become extremely expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, we've heard like Americans talking about, you know, the price of eggs and butter and like the price of cheese in this country is insane. Like UK, like what the fuck's happening? We actually produce cheese, you know? There's things like that. So I would say it's actually more not necessarily encouraging thinness because people can't afford food, but encouraging thinness as an aspiration because the people who can afford good quality food are rich people to aspire to. Whereas because fat is also a class issue, it's entwined with a lot of other issues, but particularly in the US and the UK, cheaper food tends to be more kind of like, you know, like Americans have to rely a lot on like pre-made food that contains lots of like stuff that isn't necessarily good for you and stuff like that. And they like often lower class people can be fatter, because the kinds of food that they can access are very different. So I would say it's kind of that as well.
Yeah, I totally do agree with that. I think that it can be like multiple things.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
absolutely.
I would say, I don't know. It's definitely intertwined with fascism. It's definitely intertwined with racism. It's definitely intertwined with like classism and access and poverty. So I agree on that front. But I just think that that's an extra addition, I guess I would add to that.
No, yeah, 100%. You're right. Like access to nutrient, like rich foods is.
And things like personal trainers and gym memberships, and you know. I think of like, and I think the thing that still sticks out to me, and the thing that I kind of, in some ways, I think things have changed socially, but I don't think they've changed that much, is during the body positive era, we didn't necessarily see as much like straight up starving yourself diet content, but we still saw a lot of fucking diet content. And it was like disguised as wellness.
Yeah.
And that's the narrative that's actually changed, is that it's gone from wellness to diet culture again. Full diet culture, like starving yourself diet culture. Whereas
and that's definitely
during
like,
the last decade, it's been like wellness, you know, looking after yourself, like going for massages all the time and like eating like particular foods, and like this is a food trend now and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it's the same messaging repackaged.
Yeah, that's a really astute observation in terms of like the move from like in the United States in particular, like a very like Democrat government, like things are great. We live in the like Obama boom, like we're in a post-racial society.
We're safe. Everything's fine.
When actually nothing was changing and things were even getting worse.
Fundamentally
towards like just I guess like barefaced fascism, like they're just not trying to disguise it anymore.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. It was more disguised in the last 10 years. That's it. That's the only difference that I can say. Like, in terms of like the latest stuff has actually not changed my feelings about my own body, like, at all. It's made me worried for, like, younger generations.
Yeah, me too.
But not any more than I was in the last 10 years, really. It's just a different kind of, like... It's a repackaged eating disorder, basically. Like, the last 10 years has been, like, you know, orthorexia. This is now anorexia. You know, like, I don't think it's changed that much, in my opinion. It's just a different face on it, I guess. Just from my observations, and also just, like, as someone who the last 10 years I've been very much more interested in, well, I've been more aware of fat liberation. Like, I think I was kind of interested in it before, I just didn't know much about it, and I obviously had my own feelings about my own body, which we all do. But that's, I guess, my observation of, like, having been in that space for, like, a decade now, and seeing a lot of, like, what's going on in that area. I think it's really easy for people to kind of say, oh, it's really bad now, it's, like, never been worse, oh my god, we're going back to the 2000s, and it's like, we didn't leave. We just repackaged. And we've, you know, influencers found ways to, like, repackage and make things, you know, seem fine and lovely, and oh my god, body positivity movement, but still didn't care about the material realities as long as it didn't affect them, you know. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's negative. Maybe that's very negative and doom mongering, but
well,
I think it's just realistic.
I don't think you're being, like, you know, that necessarily means that the future is going to stay that way. That's just an analysis
for sure.
of, like, past trends, so I wouldn't worry about that. But
yeah, I just think it's worth noting for that kind of thing, because I think we can get very into, like, moral panics when actually it's like, things haven't changed that much, and they haven't been changing that much the last however long. We've just had a different veneer.
yeah, I mean, I say the same about like imperialism and stuff, so I get you.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's very easy to say, oh well, you know, 5 years ago we were doing so much better somehow, and now it's all going downhill. It's like, baby, it's been going downhill. We've been there.
Yeah. In terms of other predictions for this episode.
Yes, sorry, we went on a full tangent there.
No, that's okay. It was a good one. I think that I don't have, like, tons, and I'm fine with that, because, like, I'm not, like, a super theory heavy person. I kind of like just experiencing the experience, but I think that the Abyss stuff is going to come heavy in this episode. They're going to be doing some witchcraft. They're going to be making some sacrifices and some wishes into the Abyss, and I think that that's my big prediction, and I'm, like, super curious about that.
Yeah, definitely. Sparks V, we will have these on YouTube, but not for a bit, so just to be aware. They will be going straight onto Twitch for the next, I think it's 2 weeks it's on Twitch for.
Yeah.
So it will be on our Twitch channel for the next 2 weeks, and then once that goes, it probably won't be on our YouTube for a bit. So just to let you know, and
but it will be there.
You know, yeah, it will be there, just not yet. I got to edit. Cool. Okay.
So
I don't think I have any other predictions either. It was just my main, I guess, want from this episode. Was just I would like to.
Yeah, for sure. Before we get into tape 2, just a quick reminder that we're still raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. Speaking of the kind of continuing oppression of groups of people throughout Democratic and Republican presidencies, our fundraising goal is £2,000. I think we're about £235 away from that. If you'd like to donate via our fundraiser, then you can put in the command !Palestine in the chat, and that will bring up the link. Every little helps, and if you do pop us a donation, please let us know in the chat, so that we can give you a shout out, or Charlotte if you see it or hear the sound.
Yeah, I've got the chat up now, and I'm watching the stream as well as the stream.
Perfect. So you'll see.
If anything happens, I'm seeing it.
You'll see Hatsune Miku
I'm decked
running
out
across the screen with the little...
Yes, I have so many windows open right now. This is my dashboard that I've made for myself. Cool.
I predict nobody will drive a Porsche, and there will be very few deepfakes or Photoshop. That's a good prediction, Dog Party Guy.
I predict that as it's in the 90s, there will be no AI.
Yeah, and also in the present day, we're just in a bar with our friends, so I'm sure we'll be good. Unless that like mysterious package has like, I don't know, like an android in it or something.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that was the main thing that I was thinking was that I think we talked about it, that package probably contains Swann's videos, but I mean, maybe we'll be proven wrong. I don't know.
Maybe. Alright, should we jump in?
Cool. Let's do it. Only half an hour into the stream.
This episode contains intense flashing lights that may trigger seizures in individuals with photosensitivity. For their medical warning.
So just as a heads up for everyone. I predict there will be some bloom and rage going on.
So ready for the rage.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, it wasn't.
You haven't seen them in, what, 27 years? God, Swann, did you have a thing with one of these girls? You never told me.
Okay, already creeped out.
You know what? I hate ugly girls like you. So why don't you just get out of my face?
Oh. No, no thank you.
What is it? Is that fucking...
That's Corey.
Corey.
That's fucking Corey.
Ew.
Indeed.
Bubba. What's that, Bubba?
Fucking fence. Stay away from my girlfriend from now on. Got it?
Hard to see, but I think that's...
Have you ever wanted to, like lay a curse on someone?
That's Autumn and Swann in, like, a hole. Looking up.
It's been 27 years, y'all. Why now?
Because we made a promise.
It was Nora smoking.
I bring a gift. I seek your guidance. I wish to be free. Like moths shedding our cocoons.
Oh! Hello?
Oh,
very Blair Witch.
Abyss. Everyone thinks they know what's best for me. But they don't. I deserve justice. I'm fucking dying here. Get me out. Get me out. Get us out.
I think the disability politics of it all are going to be a thing as well.
definitely. 100%.
Maybe I should have worn a shirt with sleeves today because I'm already getting goosebumps.
Oh no.
I'll be your queen!
fucking guy.
It's fucking turf bags.
Like you saw.
I know.
You gotta stop watching that ghost hunting show.
Okay, everyone's a skeptic until it happens to them.
Love Pam.
Love you, Pam. I forgot about Pam.
Love you, Pam. Love you, lesbian auntie.
Truly.
Being social's just exhausting sometimes.
I know just what you mean. Sometimes I'd rather just veg out on my couch.
Oh, really? How come you're here every night then?
Must be your
Get her, I
genuine
guess.
personality.
Anyway,
Damn.
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Sorry, I should
You
have
want
asked you.
anything else, Pam?
That's fine.
Unless you've got a new boyfriend for me on one of those shelves.
No, Pam.
You don't want a boyfriend.
I want a boyfriend,
Just
Pam.
ran out.
Don't be silly.
You're supposed to pick up dates on your side of the counter, Pam.
Oh, right.
So, how much for the drinks?
$18.
Okay, one sec.
18 for 3 drinks and a small. Fucking hell. Mate,
Cause he lives. Cause he lives.
Cosy lives. Cosy lives is hitting the blue spruce, I guess.
Thanks. Here you go.
Crazy. And one of them's not even alcoholic. Like, girl.
I know. Non-alcoholic, like, mocktail type drinks, though, they're so egregious expensive.
It is ridiculous how much money they are.
It's like
like,
I'm just
this is
paying,
juice.
Yeah, I like a fancy juice, but I'm not paying £8
Don't know
for
how you
fancy
haul those
juice.
bags of ice all
No.
night long. My
Be
back
so fucking
would
for
be
real.
screaming.
You get used to it.
Pam, you don't want a boyfriend, Pam. Pam, I need to tell you a
Pam,
secret. It's
you're a
compulsory
lesbian.
heterosexual. You're a lesbian, Pam. It's compulsory heterosexuality. Okay.
She knows now. Let's go.
Let's go. Job done. Back to our friends.
Let's go back to our lesbian friends.
What's up, dumb fucks? We're Bloom and Rage. Are you fucking listening?
Yeah, loose change. You're so right. That's so weird. Maybe it was a tip?
Maybe.
I better bring a fresh tape.
Oh, good, Swann.
I'm gonna film the whole show.
Oh, fuck yeah. We're gonna rage until we blow the
Some boys
minds
looking
of
at Swann
everyone
like,
in this
"Girl, you gonna
stupid
sit down?"
town.
You're just standing there. Okay, okay.
Why are you just reminiscing, girl? We're doing this together. This is a group activity.
It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl.
Your tattoo.
Yeah, the design's based on a dream I had. Guess it was more than just a dream.
Slay.
What is it?
Just thinking. We should talk about what happened to Kat. You read my mind.
Why? There's nothing to say.
Nor
Nothing good.
we should talk about her. About what happened at the concert. Even if it's hard.
I wish I never remembered it, to be honest.
I don't think Kat
All
would have
right.
wanted us to forget.
It was horrifying. To suddenly find out that she was sick and it was terminal?
Yeah, but that's not anyone's fault. That's
Kat
just
was chasing her dreams. You know, with the time she had left.
You're right about that.
She always had a lot of conviction. That's what I remember most.
Nothing could stop her. Or so I thought.
that feels weird in terms of ableism, but okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nor, I know how you feel. I don't want to remember her as a sick little girl. She was such a force.
She was. And she deserved so
We'll
much
circle
more.
back to this, guys. We'll circle back to this.
She'd be happy that we came together. Even after all this time.
I know you're right.
the package. It's for Bloom and Rage. For all of us.
One of you should do it. I'm not
Yeah, oh my
touching
god,
that
Nora,
thing.
we get it. You're a fucking pussy.
Okay.
Nora,
get
just
it.
go and sit on another table at this
I'll
point.
do it.
Like, you're adding nothing. You're adding nothing but serving Bob. Like,
I mean, we
It's a good
can't
Bob,
put it
though.
off all night.
it is a good Bob. God damn it.
God damn it, Nora.
Can't
stop
fault the
being hot.
Bob.
I feel like I might throw up.
Oh god, okay, we're opening this now. Okay.
Okay, let's fucking go, I guess.
So, the Nora roasting.
Try to stay calm.
Sorry, this is a roast Nora stream.
It is, officially.
Killing me here.
Like, girl, you can do better, and we know that you can do better, and that's what we don't like about you.
Oh, Michelson Ranch. Oh fuck.
Ooh.
That's the ranch for that Cat's found.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh, it's got the
there's a lock.
the combination lock like the one on the cabin.
Do you think that this is something that, like, Kat put together herself? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Remember us, remember me. Kay. This is from Cat.
Damn. Shit. Maybe she asked, like, Dylan to send this after a certain amount of time or something.
We would never forget you, Cat.
It's our lock. The one we found at Fawn's Rest.
What the hell?
And
So long.
there's a note.
Yeah, Nora.
Fuck.
What's it say?
Well, you could
You
right
can
there.
read it. It's in front of you, girl.
Remember us. It's from Cat. What?
What?
How?
That's not possible. Is it?
I mean, yes, it's
But
entirely possible. She could have just asked someone
it
to send it,
says-
guys. Please.
I.
She had a whole family.
But
Yeah. Or Ghost.
Or Ghost, but I think, you know,
cancer.
acting like it's impossible is a little...
It's definitely not
dramatic.
impossible. Yeah.
No.
It's almost like Cat's still here.
Oh god.
It's her.
Cat.
Nora, piss off.
You're so mad at her.
I'm really annoyed. I'm just like, you're not adding anything. You're just going,
She's
ah!
still alive. She
You're
wanted
not
to
wrong.
tell us something.
Yeah.
Check the lock. Try to open it, Swann.
Girl, you do it.
Yeah, do something. Come on.
Do anything.
You okay, Nor?
Yeah.
No, she's not, but it doesn't really matter, does it?
Hunting season anticipation grows. The Michelson family would like to extend their thanks to the Velvet Cove community for their support after recent tragic events. They are pleased to announce the reopening of the Michelson Ranch in time for the start of the Liberty Hunt on September 9th. The Michelson family invites hunters to book now, as spots are sure to fill quickly. Owner Eric Michelson shared, "We're looking forward to an incredible season. Contrary to any rumors you might have heard, there will be plenty of game for all our guests."
So, I think this newspaper clipping must be from after Kat died.
Yeah, it says
Maybe.
1990 something, but it feels like it's implying that it's after
Kat died.
Cat died. Hi, hi. Nora, you could go.
Nora,
the
you
Bob
can go, the
stay.
Bob can stay. So true. The Bob is the only part of you adding anything to this conversation, actually.
This is actually like should have made the stream title like
Nora hates stream.
Nora roasted.
Nora roast stream.
That summer in '95, what happened? This is very interesting. The kind of like circles and stuff is very much reminding me of the Vortex Club
Club?
stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm guessing it's like meant to be the Abyss, but
I think you're right, but it's just interesting.
it does feel
parallel.
like that.
Swann.
Girls,
A lock?
one of you can.
Girl,
Sorry,
I'm reading
women.
the newspaper. Can you join in?
Check it's open.
One sec.
God. So impatient. Yeah, Nora is having a hard time with things, but she did show up. That is true. Like, again, I feel like I roast Nora out of a knowledge that she could do better and doesn't. But and just like her avoidance is frustrating. Oh,
I'm trying to remember.
I also.
We knew how to open this.
I also.
Yeah. Didn't each symbol have...
Sorry, they're about to like give me a hint. So before I think about it,
yeah.
I'm just gonna briefly say, I think maybe for the sake of just having a fun time, I think our disclaimer that we don't hate Nora is now.
Yes,
This is it.
we don't hate her. We're just frustrated by her. And
We're roasting our friend that needs to go to therapy. That's what's happening.
yeah, that needs to just do better, you know? Like, and can do better, just chooses not to do better.
Yep.
Little meaning to us?
I guess that sounds familiar.
Okay, so I guess we'll figure it out as we turn.
Yeah? Oh, it's like locked. Ooh.
What in the world was
Ooh.
she thinking?
I
Fire.
guess after everything that went down, she still had something left to say.
But then,
Real.
where has it been all this time?
It won't budge.
It won't budge.
Shit.
It's all rusted.
Fuck. How are we gonna open it then?
There's gotta be a way.
Why would she lock it? We must be forgetting something else.
I don't want to play these stupid games.
We knew the code. Let's think.
I'm going out for a smoke.
Nora, for the love of God.
Seriously. Right now.
Wait, Nora. We need you.
I know.
Of course she likes that.
Sorry.
I know that you need me, but I'm leaving.
I'm leaving anyway. I'm taking my Bob with me.
You and your Bob can get out of here. Me and Autumn are gonna
We don't need your Bob.
We
We
don't
can,
need
we can do this without you. I don't know how to help her, maybe?
Now.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I guess we just hope she comes back.
I don't know how to help her, honestly.
Me neither. I warned her that tonight might get heavy. I guess she wasn't ready.
It's you and me against the world, Autumn.
I know
Yeah.
you're in this with me to the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thanks.
Of course.
Maybe we can get that lock open in the meantime. Shit. Right now? Seriously? I'll be right back.
Okay, but remember to tell your boss that you need boundaries.
He sucks. Yeah.
Do you want
my
to
God.
snoop on Nora's phone?
Where should I start?
Yes. 100%.
Why did I even ask? Why did I even
Oh,
ask?
oh,
Oh my
oh.
god, oh my god. Nora, why aren't you returning my calls? I know you're busy with your old friends, but we really need to talk. You forgot to sign divorce papers?
Divorce papers. Divorce papers. I know it's divorce papers. I just
No,
know
it's
it.
divorce
When she was
papers.
going on about how perfect her family was, I was like, no, it's
I
not.
know it.
You're avoidant.
I know they're getting a divorce. Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
Did you know, by the way, this is quite interesting because I haven't actually read the papers and I'd be really curious in the data analysis, but of any like group, lesbians have the highest divorce rate.
You know what? I believe that.
Me too. I think a lot of people
With
look at
love
that
and light.
statistic- No, I think a lot of people look at that statistic and they think it's like inherently something negative, but I actually think that like it's it's complicated, right? Like, why do people get married and why do people get divorced? Those reasons are
Yeah.
complicated on both fronts, which is why I'm curious to read the analysis, because I think could be a combination of people rushing into relationships or marriages. It could be a bit of that. I know it's obviously a trope about lesbians, but also I
The
think
U-Haul
that
lesbians, yeah.
I think that women stigmatize divorce less, and I think that women feel like lesbians, I think, feel less pressure to stay in an unhappy relationship than
I think
straight
it's
people.
to do with like, it's a weird one, isn't it? But I think it's something about like, because often from straight people there's a few different reasons why they might be hesitant to get divorced. One is like this feeling of like loneliness, which I think actually lesbians are very used to being lonely. In general, this is obviously a huge generalization, but like I just think that like loneliness is kind of an inherent experience of being a lesbian a lot of the time, so there's not like a fear about it in the same way that it is for like straight women or straight men even.
I feel
Obviously
like
often kids are involved and not all lesbians like want to have kids, which fine. I guess not all straight couples want to have kids either, but like I feel like there's more of that pressure.
I also think everyone knows that like many lesbians are very comfortable with like being friends with their exes, so I think that
100%. It's not like and it's not like they're completely necessarily out of their lives for good, whereas I think for straight people they're like, no, I will never talk to him again, he has hurt me too much. I don't know why that's my straight woman voice, but you get it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Thanks. That was when I was pretending to be straight. That's how I spoke. No, it's not.
But this is why I'd be interested to read like the analysis, like the qualitative data.
It makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
I think it's also just like they're more likely to actually fucking talk about things, right?
No tea.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nora getting divorced, who would have thought?
Who's shocked?
How could that have happened? It's funny because I think I saw, like, I've been watching a bunch of Love is Blind again because depression, and catching up with like seasons that I missed, and I saw someone on TikTok saying the other day, I think rightly, that Love is Blind is kind of like doing like conservative propaganda. Ooh, love this outfit.
I was about to say this is a Slay t-shirt.
In a bunch of ways.
I mean, I see that.
One of the ways is that they keep like pushing the idea that marriage is forever, and like they keep like stigmatizing divorce. And I agree.
And this like idea of like, well, you just haven't worked it hard enough.
Which like, marriage takes work, but also if it's unreconcilable, break up.
Can we talk about how I'm matching Swann even more now? Because she's now got blonde streaks in her hair.
Oh my god.
Slay.
Big slay.
Big slay.
Okay, this is interesting because
I can't.
I think one is like, and these are such like normal reactions to grief. Like one is like angry, like Kat's fucking dying, like that makes me angry.
Yeah.
It's so unfair. And then the other one is like,
she's sick.
like sad.
I wonder.
And like perhaps even
Sick.
resigned.
I don't know. Sick to me kind of feels like an avoidance a little bit. Of like, oh, she could get better, you know.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. That's to me, because I mean, like we've been, as far as Swann knows, it's like no, she is dying. She is literally dying.
Yeah.
And it will be soon.
I think I've been thinking a lot about death for many months now, and I think that my emotional response, like, and where I'm at with it and like grieving and stuff is very on the like acceptance place.
Yeah.
Thing. Like, it's obviously sad and horrible, but that's definitely where I've been at emotionally. But happy to kind of try to inhabit the character a bit more and that kind of stuff. So I'm flexible with. I don't know. Like, I think that both responses would make a lot of sense for Swann. I don't really know which one to choose.
I think for me, we don't often see Swann being angry, but I feel like because we don't know her that well, I guess, but also we've seen her in this very like new situation where she's actually like making friends and she's, you know, this is not something that's normal for her. But I think like a part of that to me is that I think she would be more angry because she's not angry. She should be angry about a lot of things, like she's being made to move to a different, like literally a different country. You know, lots of things are kind of decided for her, and she is angry, and like I feel like she's not been wanting to deal with that.
That makes sense.
Or like trying to perform this like more kind of placid, like, oh, I'm just gonna go along with it even though I don't want to move, but like I just guess we've got to do it, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas actually I think this is the sort of thing where it would make sense for her to be angry about, but it's also like unleashing a lot of that anger that she has about other things as well. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it would be good for her to be angry is what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah.
Cat's fucking dying. Jesus. Cat started bleeding. She fell. And Dylan told us.
I understand why Kat didn't tell us. I mean, I wish she
Yeah.
had, but I don't feel mad at her for that.
No, I think that's not on her. I don't think Swann's stupid, but I feel like maybe she'd feel stupid.
Yeah.
I feel so stupid. We were all clueless.
Have you found Dad's thermos yet?
Crap. It's still at Fawn's Rest.
No? Well, here's your allowance. Take it to the Blue Spruce and apologize.
No.
I said you'd be paying for what you did, and I meant it.
What did they even do?
Yeah, I'd be a bit angry.
Yeah.
I still can't believe this was all your idea. It's not the Swann I know. As soon as you get home, you're gonna finish the job application too.
Oh my god, leave her alone.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to say either of those things.
No.
Get going, now. And don't forget to clean up all your mess in their parking lot.
Oh, fuck off.
Honestly.
It's okay, Swann. I see your little lesbian bit.
It has to be said that like one of the most effective like narrative tools in the game is like the way that the relationship between Swann and her mother is framed, and like you never see Swann's mother, but there are certain things about their relationship that's like a bit triggering for me. Like it just like pulls up some of my own stuff, and it's really effective.
Yep.
I think never seeing her really creates a specific impact as well.
Yeah, it makes me think a lot of like, even though we didn't see that same dynamic like of Max and how we never actually see her parents.
Yeah. Oh boy. Best and worst movies of 95 so far. Oh my god! Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go.
Oh
Batman
my
Forever.
god.
Batman Forever. A classic. Can we say one of them? If I dare put my opinion out there, one of the most iconic Batman movies of all time. Because like they just don't make camp silly Batman movies anymore. And
I mean the Michelle Pfeiffer of it all, like
so
yeah.
good. So it's not Tim Burton, but it's still pretty good, and Chris O'Donnell is so cute. Okay, whatever about Tim Burton and Chris
Who's
O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell? Oh, is that the one who plays Robin?
I think so, but I'd have to confirm. To Die For.
Go off Queen, I guess.
I've not seen To Die For. Okay, another movie with Nicole Kidman, but she's so hot and amazing in it. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Nicole Kidman is hot and amazing.
Like, it's just true.
It's just true. Braveheart. Ew, hated it. Lol. Rob Roy was so much better. Seriously, it's a crime people like Braveheart more. I've actually never seen Braveheart either. Before Sunrise.
Actually, is Batman Forever... Batman Forever's not the one with Michelle Pfeiffer in it, actually. I don't think. No.
Is that Batman Returns? Maybe?
That must be
I
it,
think I
yeah.
do get those two mixed up. There's like
Yeah,
the
I think
90s
Batman Forever's...
Batman movies that are...
Yeah. Because I think Batman Forever's the one that has Kiss from a Rose as the, like, song from it, which is so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, fucking does. Yeah, fucking does.
Seal just being like, sorry, I gotta cook with this one
I gotta
for
make
Batman
history.
Forever.
Seal was like,
Yeah.
I'm coming here to make history today. And he did.
I went to the president of Disney Channel and I said I want to make history, and this is what that is.
And that is what Kiss from a Rose is.
That is what Kiss from a Rose is. And yeah, Val Kilmer, R.I.P. Yeah, damn.
Of course, yeah.
He didn't have to cook that hard. It's like Phil
rewatch
Collins
it.
with Tarzan. It's like, we didn't need to do all that, but you did it, and I love that for you.
I need to rewatch it. I feel like I need to undo the like Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson of it all, like the dark, edgy,
Fair.
like, gothic. I need to go back, return to tradition, reject modernity. That's
Yeah.
I
get that.
Before Sunrise, I have also never seen. This might be my favorite movie ever. It didn't play in the stupid multiplex here, of course, but Movie Palace finally got a copy. I love it so much. Have you seen it? Or...
I haven't actually seen Before Sunrise.
Okay.
I
Tank Girl.
know
Tank
of it.
Girl.
Slay.
Tank Girl.
Only the coolest movie ever.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like Mad Max, but with girls. But it's so awesome. And
I'm
Courtney
sold.
Love did the music. Yeah, she fucking did.
I haven't
Tank
actually
Girl was
watched that
awesome.
either, and it's a slay. Amazing.
You haven't seen Tank Girl?
I haven't seen Tank Girl. I know.
It's awesome. It's
know.
the most fun
Okay.
movie you'll ever gonna watch in your life. Courtney Love
I
did the
can't
music.
wait.
Lori Petty is incredible. Naomi Watts plays like a greasy little lesbian, which is like
Slay.
my
I'll bow
favorite
for her.
genre of Naomi Watts. I feel like Naomi Watts is like weirdly good at playing a greasy little lesbian, and then when she doesn't, I'm like,
Interesting.
oh. I feel that like as an actor, like you see her in interviews and stuff, and you're like, that's a straight woman, and then you see her in Tank Girl. You see her in Tank Girl, and
you're
you
like-
see her in Mulholland Drive, and you're like, why are you so good at playing like a loser dyke?
Yeah, maybe
'Cause
you
she's
should be a
exceptionally
loser
good at
dyke,
it.
Naomi Watts. Yeah. One thing I'm going to say is that there is a movie that is significantly missing from this list that would have come out by this time, and I know this because I'm obsessed with this film. It's Clueless. Clueless is not on this list, and it belongs on this list.
It does
because
belong
it
on
came
this
out in
list.
May of 1995.
Yeah.
So it belongs there, and that should be quite fresh in her memory as well. So
Yeah.
I'm mad.
That's an L.
Get it
Sorry,
together,
Swan.
Swan. Yeah,
A
that is an
Little
L.
Princess. That's the movie adaptation of the like children's book by Frances Hodgson Burnett, right?
Oh, I guess so.
I was obsessed with that book as a kid because, and this is so funny. Like it's stupid in retrospect, but it's really funny. So obviously, my name is Sara, and my dad is Pakistani, and my maternal grandparents are Indian. So like I have a South Asian background mostly, and then like a bit of an Arab background. But the book is like about a little girl who's born in India, and then she like comes to England, and her dad dies, who she really loves dies. Can't relate, but whatever.
I think
and she
I've
ends
read
up in this
A
boarding
Little
school.
Princess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read this one
When
when
I
I
was
was
a
younger.
kid, I read it, and I thought that Sara, like, I thought that she was going to be actually like a little Indian girl, like me.
Yeah, but she's not because
She's not, because she's the daughter of a British colonial officer.
sad.
So she's like a little white girl and her dad is a fucking British colonial officer. That was heartbreaking to grow up and
That is really sad.
Yeah.
I do vaguely remember that. Yeah, I definitely have read that book.
It's the same author as The Secret Garden.
Yeah, which I loved.
Who doesn't love The Secret Garden?
Absolutely, it's a banger. What was I going to say? There's a book called Journey to the River Sea that I really loved when I was a kid, and when I was tutoring two girls for a bit from the same family, and one of them was like older, and she was like I think she was like in year 6, like going into secondary school, and we like did lots of like regular tutoring for her SATs before her SATs. But then once her SATs had finished, I was like, okay, we can just have a little fun with it because, like, you know, I'm getting paid either way. And I got Journey to the River Sea specifically because she was South Indian, and that book describes the protagonist in a way that I'm pretty sure is like definitely not white, but like it definitely like shows like there's a difference between her and her like school peers at the beginning of the book, where they're all like blonde, they've all got like blonde and brown hair, and she's got this like thick dark hair in a braid, and like she looks different to them, and she's got this like a different face shape and things like that. And I've always, even though it's never explicitly said, I'm like, this girl is brown, like, you know, from all the like signifiers. And she actually really enjoyed it because she didn't read that much, and she really struggled with English literature, or at least like English as a subject. She was more into maths, which is why I was hired. But yeah, it was really nice because I'd read a chapter, then she'd read a chapter like out loud, and we kind of read it all together. And I let her keep it at the end of like when I finished. But yeah, I think she really enjoyed it, and like yeah, I kind of would like every chapter I'd like ask her like, oh, what do you think about this, or like, you know, like, because she didn't really like read that much, and she didn't really engage with what she was reading, and I don't think she'd ever really been told that she could be creative with it because, you know, that's how the education system works. And I was like, you can have an opinion, like, and actually it helps you to have an opinion. So yeah, we just like essentially work on her having an opinion on stuff and not feeling like there's a right answer. And yeah, it was really nice. It's just a very cute summer. It's when I was at uni. Yeah.
Cute.
But yeah, similar vibe basically, is what I'm saying.
Swann has drawn this cute little drawing of her group of friends, but why is Nora's nose like that?
Hang on, I'm trying to look. Oh yeah, interesting. Dragged, I guess.
I'm just pointing that out.
Interesting. Her Armenian nose.
Oh my god, this is the lyrics to Green by Radiohead.
I love that, Swann. Be a little edgy teenager. I love that for you. That's how I felt about Creep by Radiohead at that age. Slay.
I'm wondering, I'm assuming that this drawing and stuff is always of Cat. I don't know if that's one of the things that might change, but...
Maybe. I don't know. I'm wondering if it's something to do with who we called. Did we call Cat?
Yeah, we did.
Just quickly, someone said that Interview with the Vampire should be there as well, and the tape is in her room, so it feels weird.
The tape was in her room. I think I remember seeing that and like making a comment about it. Her making a comment about it, maybe. I've still not seen it. As someone who has perceived as English and had to see Braveheart in a home surrounded by Scottish teens. Wow, what was that like? I really just...
Damn.
I know that Braveheart is like supposed to be about Scottish people doing things in history.
Scots.
That's it.
Sorry.
That's all I know. Okay, the note says the concert started out epic and then it turned into an epic disaster. It felt like it took forever to set up. First Kat did my makeup and then we had to figure out how to power up the gear without getting caught. But when we finally started singing, it felt so powerful. The people at the Blue Spruce were heckling us, but we didn't give a shit. We just sang louder and louder. It felt like we were casting an unbreakable spell. Corey was majorly pissed, and then Kat's bitch sister unplugged our power cord, and just like that, it was all over. And then Kat fainted. We don't know how Kat's doing. Even if Dylan picked up the phone, it's not like she would tell us anything. I just hope she gets better. She has to do better. So Dylan's not letting them contact Kat, it seems.
Dylan. We need to have a talk.
Oh my god. Okay, media studies, The Outsiders, comparing the book and the movie. I love the casting choices, except maybe... hold on.
I think you can actually do the thing where you read it. Yeah, there you go.
Car boy? Okay, so the stuff I can't read on the paper, they've also blanked out the thing. I wonder how Coppola plans out all of his shots. Need to study his movies more. We read S.E. Hinton.
You don't have to.
Yeah. I mean, Coppola's fine. Are we talking Sophia or Francis?
Oh no, we're talking Francis.
We're talking I know,
I'm pretty sure.
Francis, yeah. I mean, I will say that Francis Ford Coppola's movie Bram Stoker's Dracula is like one of my favorite gothic movies of all time. I will say that.
Fair.
Hi, Layla. We read S.E. Hinton in Grr, and I still think about her writing. Ev always talks about the Frost poem, but I love her dialogue most, and it sounds so nice when it's used on screen. The movie is a LASIK, but the book is closer to my heart. Favorite shots: the house at night, walking on the tracks, Diane as Chucky. I've never seen or read The Outsiders either.
Neither have I.
It's like the mist is what's pretty, you know, all gold and silver. Quote, I guess, from the movie.
Yeah, fuck Mel Gibson.
Fuck
Yeah,
Mel Gibson.
I get that. Yeah, I just remember there's like a bit in it, like, all I know about Braveheart is that there's a bit in it where they yell like Scotland forever or something, and that's just like...
That's funny.
Yeah. It is. It's very goofy. But yeah, I can imagine like kids at school probably got very annoying about that in Scotland.
Oh,
Jeez, oh Pete.
hi, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
There was a cat that used to visit
excited about the move, Fluffbutt.
my uni
Feels
house,
like forever ago.
and it was all black, but we met her in like around Halloween time, so we called her Pumpkin. So yeah, she was great. Loved her. Very sweet girl.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I love packing simulators. You've got to have the slinky, the butterfly-shaped slinky.
I've got to
I
have
think
the
that's
cat.
an essential.
I've got to have the cat treats.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I've got to have... Is that the slinky? The butterfly one?
Yeah, it's essential, actually. Videotapes, I'm guessing, are pretty essential for Swann.
I'm packing like I'm playing a fucking Resident Evil game.
What else?
Like, have you ever played
In
a
what
Resident
way?
Evil game? Have you ever
No.
played So in Resident Evil, you have like an inventory that's like laid out like this, and you can only fit so much in the inventory, and it's like, you know,
That's
an
cool.
item might take up 1 space or 2 spaces, and you can only fit in the inventory like what fits together.
I see. Can you put the treats on top of the videotapes? It looked like you could.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Nice, okay. Food for Twiglet. Okay, maybe there's a better way to...
Can't believe we're really moving soon.
Also, maybe I should have...
I think you can put that on top of the videotapes.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Same with the spray paint. Oh, not with the spray paint. It's too big.
Spray paint is too big. So let me move some stuff around.
You can also get spray paint like in Canada.
What are you talking about? There's no spray paint in Canada.
No. I think it needs to be like 3.
Like the whole thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So some stuff
Can you
around.
rotate things?
No, I don't think I can. Oh, I can.
So,
Okay,
I
but
mean,
with that,
I don't even know what this
the-
is. I don't know what that even is, so.
No idea. Okay, that should make room for this breathing.
And then you can put something that's 1 square on top of the videotapes too, yeah.
Perfect.
And I think you can still put something on top of the spray paint. No! I think the thing is that you can't actually take everything as a note.
Right.
I don't think you're going to be able to fit everything in there.
I
I
don't
think
know
part
what
of this is making
what is this?
decisions. I don't even know what that is. I don't think we need it.
It's okay. I'd rather have her books, I think. I
Yeah.
don't care that much about the Rubik's Cube, but I think the spray paint would be good because I think she should continue to be a rebel.
Yeah.
Jiggly Spritz. I don't know what Jiggly Spritz is, but sure.
Is it one of those like 3D spray thingies? And then make sure you get the slinky. That's very essential. But you can put that on top of something. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Squirrel.
Oh, it's a little squirrel. Cute.
I actually.
Maybe we can get everything except whatever the thing.
Oh,
in the
I have to
corner
fit
is.
everything
No!
in that. No, I have to fit everything in.
Fuck.
That's the.
No. That's so
That's the
annoying.
game. I have to fit everything
I
in.
hate that.
think.
I hate this for you. Okay. Damn.
It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
Shit. Hold up. I would say maybe start with the biggest items. Like the things that take up 2 layers.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
And that. Whatever the thing in the tin is. Okay. I don't know how you're going to get the books in.
Haha!
Oh, you can get them there. Ahaha!
I can pack!
Nice. Hell yeah!
How incredible to know that
They're
I can
doing
pack.
it! It looks like you can put the jiggly spritz. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Huzzah!
Nice! Look at you!
Wow.
Slay.
Done. Finally.
Sorry, I meant to look around the room a bit more before.
Better head out.
Okay, no, I have
Where's my
time
bag,
to look around. Good.
Yeah.
Poor Swann. She seems so sad, obviously.
Yeah, well, it just sucks when she's like finally made friends and like has connections in this place, and now she has to leave.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Hey, Moth Girl.
Moth girl. Moth girl.
I should probably get changed.
I mean, I like this shirt.
No,
a lot,
I
so
love your little dykey outfit.
Let's. Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's
Fine.
cool.
Moth Girl.
That's cute.
Okay, and then we've got the same ones from before, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm compelled by Shivers Lane.
The little
and-
Shivers Lane. I'm into that.
Okay.
I'm into Shivers
Oh, look at
Lane.
her sad little face.
I know. I quite like the black with Shivers Lane, I think. Or the green. I think the green works quite
The
well. 'cause it's
green,
in
like,
the,
brings out the green in the t-shirt.
the
so,
title. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
I'm
green.
into that.
The black also works, but black or green?
Yeah, I think green. Green feels more her as well.
Jeez, Pete.
This is fine, I guess.
Her little Jeez,
I love
Pete
her
is so
little-
funny. Like, what is that even?
I know.
Like, girl, what are you
but
doing?
Mom said no phone for a week.
Oh, fuck it.
Mum
Screw that.
sucks.
Screw Mum. Okay, so I know that we're not getting through to Kat, so I don't know if we want to...
I would say, bearing in mind we're trying to romance Autumn,
I want to give her a call.
we should probably call Autumn. Yeah.
2, 8,
5,
5, 5, 5.
then 555, 5791.
Thank you.
That's okay. I have to do this a lot of work, so I'm quite good at just like. The worst thing is when someone rings and I don't have their number, and then I have to like call them back, like do a thing where you like find out their number, and then you have to like it says it really quickly, so you have to be like while you're doing it.
This is Swann.
Stressful.
So that does sound stressful.
Just wanted to say hi, I guess, and
I miss you.
I miss you. It's weird going from like seeing you every day to not at all.
Autumn's mom listening to this, like, oh,
Let's meet up
I
soon.
know, right?
Call me
yay.
It seems like we could try calling the
Should we
others
try
as well.
Kat again?
Let's
I
try
don't
Kat.
particularly care to talk to Nora.
I
but
don't care about calling Corey.
I guess.
2, 8, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 2, 0.
4208.
Swann, didn't I tell you no phone?
Oh,
You need to get going.
damn.
Michael Saranch, Corey speaking.
Oh, is Kat home?
Are you fucking serious? Which one of Kat's little dyke friends is this? The fat girl.
Screw you. Oh, that's mean.
Screw you. Just let me talk to Kat.
Fuck off.
But mom. Well,
That's it. Neither of us
we could call
particularly
the
want to
vets.
call Nora.
Fuck that.
We're like, call the
She'll just be
vets?
like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Oh no.
No, Nora would be
or
like,
just like be
what
like,
are you talking about? Nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
no, I think she'd be in like make it about herself mode.
Oh, okay. She
Like,
wouldn't
I can't believe she
gaslight
didn't
us.
tell
She
us.
just-
That's so rude. That's so, oh my god. Yeah, I don't know.
Kat returned this book and says, Swann, you were right, this book was so good, I would totally join your coven, haha.
Mon Mothma with her eyebrow raised with a little pride flag next to her.
Oh, I see it right away this time, Bluff, but wasn't it different
Oh
before?
god,
I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
what it is.
Me neither.
Okay. Crazy. I need 2p. So, would we be able to have a little mini break?
Yeah, I'm down to do that.
Or I can literally just head off while you explore, I don't mind.
No, I could also do the we, so shall we do 5 minutes?
Let's do it. Cool.
See you in a few minutes, guys. Gonna put the be
See you in a
right
few
back screen
minutes.
on
It's
now.
probably like 5-ish.
Bye bye.
Cool. See you in a minute. Sorry, I need to sneeze.
Hi, hello. I switched back right when Charlotte was on the verge of a sneeze. I'm so sorry, Charlotte. We give you
Okay,
there we go.
go.
Bless you.
Oh, it's that thing where, like, you know, when it sits for a bit, and it's like, maybe we're gonna sneeze.
But you don't know.
Sorry, guys.
You don't
Hay
know.
fever is killing me today. I haven't left the house, and it's still bad. So
Yeah,
that's where
sorry,
I'm at.
pal. Yeah, that happens. That happens.
I'm in the trenches. But yeah, it's just not a good time. But that's my life, so you know. I do also live with 2 cats that I'm slightly allergic to, so that is also.
Yeah, me too. So I hard relate.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can't limit ourselves by allergies, you know. Apart from some things.
Apart from the ones that require an EpiPen, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think it would have been more funny if I managed to time the sneeze for exactly when we like went live, but
Would have been
sadly,
amazing. Yeah.
it would have been. We can pretend.
Gonna go into Swann's secret spot.
See what she's updated it with.
Also, I wonder how much time has passed.
I don't know. I'm wondering if it's maybe like a week-ish?
Fan fiction! Is this the one?
Is the picture of Swann?
This might be the fan fiction we've read before, though. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think it might be.
It's different. Okay. No,
Is
it's
it?
different.
Oh.
Yeah, because I remember there was an illustration on the other one.
Oh.
Okay, it's another Agent S adventure, though.
Okay.
Into the Void, an Agent S adventure by Swann Holloway. As Agent S stood in front of her director during the debrief, she could feel the stone's warmth through her pocket. She went to her office and updated the case file. The trail ran cold, nothing unusual to report. It wouldn't be the first time she'd lied over the course of her career, but this time she felt that even if she had told the truth, she might not be believed. The further she got from the woods, the more she doubted what she had seen. Perhaps the light had been playing tricks on her mind. She had hardly eaten that morning. Maybe she was just lightheaded, seeing things. But then there was the stone, taunting her with its presence, beckoning her to return to the woods. You know, we mentioned that this has an X-Files vibe earlier, but it also has a Twin Peaks vibes.
It does. It does.
Like a FBI agent, and like the woods are calling to her.
Yeah.
The dark mystery
yeah.
in the woods.
Yeah.
She had been assigned a new partner, a junior agent named Kay. She seemed trustworthy enough, if a bit green. The rumor going around the department was that Agent K had nearly been fired by her last director for insubordination, but had been transferred instead.
Oh my god, gay.
I know. Agent K shook her hand, meeting her gaze with piercing blue eyes. Agent S felt a lightning bolt had gone through her. She looked away, but the feeling lingered, like static electricity.
Can we talk about Agent S, Swann, and then Agent K, Cat?
Cat, yeah. In any case, there would be no shaking her off. If Agent S wanted to go back to the woods, K would be coming with her. Maybe it's safer that way, she thought. Agent K would stop her from doing anything careless. That also, again, makes me curious about whether it's always Cat in this fanfiction or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like because it's more like
Cat.
there's clearly something romantic about it, so I'm wondering if it's like because our relationship is best with Cat.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm kind of like, it could be that, but also equally, like, Kat was the one who, like, led her into the woods and is, like, the one who has this mysterious, like, secret. So it could be either. I don't know. I'd be interested to, like...
Ooh.
Hello!
Softly. Softly. Sapphire Lee.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, Sapphire Lee. Yay.
Oh, she's being so
She
good.
doesn't like being held, but
She is dealing with it.
Yesterday. And that was, I guess, fair enough. Oh, no, it's okay.
She's over.
She's good. She's fine.
Okay, when
Well,
she...
no, I just sit. Sorry, she's just gonna find a way to get in my way.
That's okay. I'll keep reading
right.
the fanfiction.
Yeah, go for it.
When she arrived back in the woods, it was late. Filing those reports had taken longer than she expected. She crashed through the trees, barely caring or noticing that soon the dense treetops obliterated what little light still filtered through. She strained to hear the babble of the water in the creek again, but there was only black. turning the page. Hold on. Doing great. Empty silence. Agent S suddenly realized that she didn't even hear sounds that she should be hearing, like the crunch of leaves under her feet. There was no bird song, nothing. She looked at Agent K and the alarm on her face told her that she wasn't imagining it. It was as if all life and light had been sucked out, leaving only a void. Yeah, I feel like this feels like it's drawing on the scene where, like, Kat leads her to the abyss.
Yeah,
Agent K shivered, drawing closer to her. Safety in numbers, maybe, but Agent S found she didn't mind the feeling of her body pressed close to hers.
Sorry, I've got a hair in my mouth, but I am enjoying the tapping.
But then the stone in her pocket began to vibrate. Agent S took it out, holding it in her hand as it got brighter and warmer. In the distance, a pulsing light grew, matching the rhythm of the stone's glow. The sharp inhale she heard from Agent K told her that she saw it too. She reached out and took Agent K's hand. The tingling feeling spread from the stone through Agent S's body and through their linked fingers. S worried that Agent K would let go when she felt it, but instead she held fast. Together they followed the light. Agent S was not prepared for what she would find. The glow's source was a sinkhole in the ground, perfectly symmetrical and round. She couldn't see how far it went, but she knew it must be deep because the glowing walls revealed no end. Infinite, like the eyes she had seen in her own reflection in the stream. She felt overcome by the urge to jump into it. She wouldn't fall fast. The light would envelop her, catch her in its embrace. She felt certain of it. This is also interesting because the first installment of Agent S's adventures, like, wasn't she being gay with herself, and there was like the reflection of herself?
Yes.
And we were kind of talking a bit about like mirroring and like in like sapphic or like queer women's like fiction.
Yeah.
So just interesting.
Sorry, I'm just gonna block this.
Oh, thank you. Agent K gripped her hand tightly, and at first Agent S worried that she meant to hold her back. But when she looked into her partner's alluring eyes, she saw that they reflected the same glow as her own, the same eager desire. I'm just pointing it out. They would leap together. Agent S took a deep breath and jumped.
I feel like it's interesting to think about, like, in the context of the like the self, like, duality thing from the before one. I do feel like Kat and Swann have a lot in common. They had a lot in common in terms of like their interest in like the supernatural, and like, I don't know, like when they were both like investigating the house. I can't remember what they've called it. Something's Rest.
Fawn's Rest.
Fawn's Rest. That's it. They were both like very aligned, while Autumn and Nora were both like, oh, I feel uncomfortable, this is weird. But yeah, Daphne, not put your hair like that.
I think, yeah, partly my influence perhaps, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think, like,
I don't know.
Again, my ideal scenario here is that Kat is my platonic girlfriend and Autumn is my romantic girlfriend.
Yeah, I agree. I want to know who is the cutout meant to be Swann? Because it doesn't look like her.
They're just like us.
I think she's just cut out a picture from a magazine.
Oh.
Of a woman with a cat. That cat is so fucking cute though. Should I get like should I get this hat and try and put it on Layla?
Yeah.
She's gonna hate it so much.
I still need to get Arthur a cowboy hat.
Yes.
Very important. Because a cowboy needs the hat.
That's it. It's interesting though. She just cut out a picture of a woman with a cat and then said they're just like us.
Well, I guess it's like the equivalent, the like 90s equivalent of sending like a photo to someone and going like, oh my god, me. That's just like a stupid meme or something.
I guess. I think it feels a bit more sincere than that.
It does, definitely. But I don't know. There's just something about that.
Just catching up with chat a sec. I think it's more like a day or so at most because Swann is going to clean up. Oh, she's gonna clean up the thing at the bar where they did the gig. I think purely because they'd have to handwrite it on the asset, it's always Cat, but I might have to test that theory. I think it would make sense if it was always Cat because, like, Cat is the one that led her to the abyss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, never saw a cutout in my playthrough, says Jay Then Born.
Oh.
Interesting.
Sorry, I know I'm messaging right now. It's because I'm passing for someone that I don't know this weekend, so I'm just making sure that I've got details and stuff.
That's okay, that's interesting. Okay, Dog Party Guy also didn't get that image. That's really interesting, actually. I wonder what led to us getting it, yeah. Okay, poem. That girl thinks no one sees her, but she can't escape my gaze. I want to be the one that frees her. I want to give her just a taste. She looks like the girl next door. I'm the bomb she's been waiting for. We'll set it off, then we'll hit the floor. I'm the bomb she's been waiting for. Hey, you kind of inspired this. Tell me what you think, okay? Is Kat writing her poetry? Is that what's happening?
Well, as Kat's the poet, I'm like, it makes sense.
That was a good. That was a good fucking poem. If a girl wrote me that poem, I think I'd it would be over for me. I'd be you-hauling.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I think we had this drawing last time. She didn't say anything about the poem when I picked it up, did she? No, she didn't.
Oh my god, the cat.
Cat. I wish you were here.
Nazar?
Nazar?
I think so. Yeah, well, that's how you say it in Urdu anyway. As in, like,
Yeah.
evil eye?
Yeah.
Trying to tell if
this
it's
is
a
a
good
brown.
omen or a bad omen to name your
Well,
cat
this
that.
is a brown person, so, I don't know, go figure. We won't see cat.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Right, okay, maybe it means something
Anyway.
different in Turkish.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that was the fanfiction from before.
In Turkey, it tends to be more of a protective thing, but I don't know.
Very curious about the cutout.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
Also, I think it seems like there might still be, like, relationship development stuff that can happen, but it seems that
100%.
it seems that currently we're having romantic vibes with Kat. I'm not opposed to that, but I really want
No.
romantic vibes with Autumn. So
Yeah, agreed.
why can't I date two girls?
This is the question.
This is the
I
thing.
think you can potentially get like strong relationships with all of them. So I don't know. Obviously, you can't date Kat in the modern day. Yeah.
Mom doesn't want me to bring this stuff to Vancouver. Not a chance.
Sad. A mushroom.
You can't take my mushroom.
It's so sad.
How's Twiglet
To be
doing?
fair, I think there might actually be some like laws about bringing in over like Earth and shit from other places.
Oh. Interesting.
I remember when I went to Canada, we had to like sign like things when our plane was like entering, to say that we weren't bringing in anything that wasn't like, I don't know, like soil or anything. I don't know. It was really random.
Huh. Why? Do they think
yeah.
you're gonna pull a Dracula? Like,
Who knows? Maybe.
It's-
You know.
okay. Well, for
Who knows
people-
what the
for
Canadian government thought of 14-year-old me?
Someone in the Canadian government read Bram Stoker's Dracula and they were like, we really gotta fucking stop. Like,
We gotta make
getting
sure.
some weirdo from Europe like
Yeah.
resurrecting himself. in
And they were,
Canada.
you know what? They were kind of real for that. Like,
Yeah,
I won't
fair
give
enough.
Canada many props, but like,
But
yeah.
you get that one.
Yeah.
I saw another stream where the cutout was two women in swimsuits, arms around each other, and Swann says the same thing. Huh.
Interesting.
That's very curious.
Interesting.
Thank you guys for sharing some of the different stuff that you're seeing in your playthroughs, because I'm really curious about that. Max says, which one did you get, Max? The The women in the swimsuits or the cat? Even back in tape 1, Swann has multiple opportunities to flirt and rizz up the other girls. Listen. I'm just hoping it's not too late for me and Autumn. Hi, Layla. And also, if I can date Kat at the same time, then I'm open to that as well.
Yeah.
Hi.
Layla. Sapphire's headed off. Oh, she's so baby.
Fundamentally, she just wants a little cuddle.
She's so good.
Could you, like, budge up a little bit so that I can grab the controller?
Side note, but I'm so happy that, like, you're connecting so well.
Me too.
Layla. It's so nice, and it makes me feel like I every time I see like a little story of you like cuddling her, I start crying because it's really sweet, and I'm very happy for you.
She's very sweet. She's a sweet, sweet girl, and it's very nice
Glad you found each other.
It's very nice to have someone to take care of again.
Yeah,
Love her very much.
definitely.
Okay.
Wish Autumn was here. See you in a little while.
Bye, Twiglet. You smell so nice, Layla. Hey, Pumpkin.
It is funny how cats always smell actually quite good, even though they literally clean themselves with fish breath.
I guess I didn't really tell you about how our concert
how do they do
went.
this?
I don't wish we'd never
God,
done it.
they did it, yeah.
It was like the craziest thing I've ever done in my whole life.
I should tell my cats about my life more. Like, I don't really tell them what I've been up to. I should do that.
And then Dylan pulled the plug.
Yeah, me neither. I talk to you sometimes, don't I, Layla? But I don't think I ever just tell you about my day.
Yeah, no, I talk to them, but I don't, go, oh, this is what I did while I was out, I gotta do that.
Would you like to
Because
hear
they're
about
always
my
like,
day sometimes?
yeah, like, Saf, what do you think? Oh no, she's walking off.
She's like, I do not care about your day.
I do not care about your day. It's not of interest to me. It was yesterday. There we go. Now we know. Someone make them stop.
What kind of weirdos are threatened by some teenage girls doing a punk concert in the parking lot?
I know,
Like, truly.
it's so goofy, isn't it? Like, the way everyone's acting like they, trashed the place. I'm like, girl, they just played some music outside and they kind of gently broke in and plugged something in. Like, it's not...
Like, the most
I don't know.
minor stuff
In terms of
ever.
teen rebellion, it's pretty minimal.
Find out what is going on. Had a weird dream last night.
Same.
Spooky or crossed out. Spooky and perfect. Swann-ness monster returns. Finally, some forest friends.
Oh, they're all forest friends.
I can't believe it. Cat won us tickets to see Bikini Kill in Seattle. It's them on the bus to Seattle. It's very cute. Will like their music. Bring extra tapes to record it all. I can't wait. Let's have a look.
Maybe will I like their music?
Will I like?
As if this is gonna happen now.
Yeah, I was thinking
I just
that.
don't get it, Pumpkin. What was Kat thinking?
I think she was thinking she doesn't have long left and wants to have opportunities to do things.
Yeah. Dear Mr.
Oh my
and
God.
Mrs. Michelson, I'm very sorry that we borrowed your truck without permission to play the concert. We didn't know that Kat was ill or we wouldn't have done any of it, I swear. Please tell her that I hope she's feeling better, Swann.
Sorry.
Don't forget, bring this with you to the Blue Spruce when you help clean up. Right.
Wow, I'm sure $20 is going to do so much, but...
I should finish this so I can tell Mom I at least got my summer reading done.
She's doing AP English.
Maybe then she'll lay off a little.
Is she
fluff
smart?
butt.
choose one novel from the following list. Fahrenheit 451, Bradbury. I've been meaning to reread that because I haven't read it since I was a teenager. I want to see if it holds up.
I've never read it.
Also,
I didn't know what AP actually meant. What does AP mean?
AP means advanced placement. So in American schools, and I experienced this when I was at a Canadian school, like if your like level is advanced, like you're finding the work too easy, then you can do advanced. Then you can go like do higher level classes, and if you're comfortable like with grade 12 classes, then the next level above grade 12 is like AP, which is basically like pre-college stuff. And if people who are applying for like Ivy League colleges have to be doing AP courses.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that's interesting. I feel like in UK we only had like sets, so we had like I don't know, like advanced and then like I can't remember what they're fucking called, but like we were like separated based on like skill. But yeah, no, that's interesting.
Lord of the Flies. Yeah. The Handmaid's Tale.
I mean, that sure is a book.
The Handmaid's Tale also sure is a book.
Yeah.
All the King's Men. Don't know that one actually. Frankenstein.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston is on this list, which is great. A Separate Place by Jane Knowles. I don't know that one. Slaughterhouse 5, I have not read yet.
No. I have literally read one of the books on here. No, two of the books on here.
I think I've read...
I'm doing well.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them.
I think because I did... Also, these are like more American lit than English lit, you know. Or some of them are like American, whereas I didn't do much like American literature until like my master's, so I guess that makes sense.
I think Frankenstein and Lord of the Flies are the only like English authors.
Is Margaret Atwood English?
Margaret Atwood is Canadian, I think.
Oh. In my head I thought she was English.
She could be. She has the vibe of like a weird...
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I'm just like, yeah, it could be anything, really.
Write an essay on your chosen novel. The essay will be due on the first day of class. Your essay may be handwritten or typed. If handwritten, you must use blue or black ink. If typed, it must be double-spaced. Classic.
Double-spaced?
Your essay must include 5 paragraphs in introduction, 3 body paragraphs at conclusion, and a works cited page. The introduction must explain the thesis of the essay, and the body paragraphs must begin with topic sentences and then support your thesis with evidence from the text. This is really fucking taking me back.
Yeah.
All quotations must be properly formatted with page numbers cited in the works cited page. The conclusion paragraph must summarize your key arguments of your essay and demonstrate your perspective on the text. Use MLA guidelines and proofread your paper for grammar and spelling errors before you turn it in. Have a great summer and see you in September.
You know what? I never got taught properly how to reference shit in school.
Only in university.
I only learned that at uni.
Me too.
I think we'd be able to, like, in A-levels, we would, like, put stuff in brackets if we were, like, referencing it, so it'd be, like, this person's name who said this thing, or from this book. But we didn't actually properly reference things in the way that we have to in uni. Yeah. So I think it's really good, actually, that they learn how to do that before they go to uni. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I think it's, again, because it's an AP class.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're, like, preparing you for that, yeah.
Yeah. Jay Zemborn, yes. So Slaughterhouse 5, there's an optional line in Life is Strange 2 when Sean is talking to Esteban in the garage, where they talk about Sean's English homework. He's writing an essay about Slaughterhouse 5, and Sean, like, he only got like a B or a C or something, and he says that he thinks his teacher is prejudiced against Vonnegut. And Esteban says, prejudiced against Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse 5 is amazing.
Oh, Esteban. King.
It's quite an interesting thing to have in there.
Yeah.
In terms of the character building.
I don't know anything about the book, really, so I don't know if it has, like, further relevance to, like, I don't know, is it, like, foreshadowing something, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think
it is interesting that the
now super curious to read it for more insight into that. But I think that it definitely is kind of it's pretty good character writing in how it like sets him up to be someone who's like has a curiosity about like literature and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that he's very intelligent, and like
yeah, well, it's also like
in his son's like
life. Yeah, this is it. It's like you could kind of see that he's a mechanic and just kind of assume that he doesn't like, I don't know. Yeah, he's not like well educated, I guess, and
yeah, which is obviously
not that being a mechanic isn't fucking hard, you know.
No, but that's like a classist assumption that people make, right?
It is, yeah. Well, it's what I'm learning a lot, like training to be a hairdresser. I'm like, people see this as a very like easy cop out profession, and I'm like, bitch, it is hard work, and it is like difficult. Like, it's not an easy thing. You don't just skip into it. Like, it takes a lot of work, and I think that's the case for so many of those kinds of professions. Like the more working class professions, it's really hard. It's hard work, and it takes a lot of like time to learn those skills, and a lot of that is often like very low paid. So yeah.
Layla, you're a little bit in the way.
Oh, Layla, she's so smushy.
Former mining tycoon vanishes by Michigan Mining Telegram, July 5th, 1895. Ooh, this is interesting because we read some stuff about the mines in the cabin.
Yeah.
The former owner of the Northern Michigan Mining Company, Mr. Edward Tremblay, is officially a missing person, say local authorities. He was first reported missing last week by his wife, Mrs. Tremblay, when he failed to return from his regular afternoon walk, and his whereabouts remain unknown. Telegram readers may recall that Mr. Tremblay's mining concern became the center of great speculation several years ago, when a group of his miners went missing in the Whispering Woods, never to be found. Mr. Tremblay closed the mine and filed for bankruptcy a year later, citing poor yields and difficulty retaining workers.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it looks
I wonder
like
why you had difficulty retaining workers.
It looks like she's actively been looking into this because she's like printed something out from an online article.
Yeah, I think that might be her on her little like mystery solving shit, which real. I was gonna say, how old was Luigi Mangione at this point? Is it worth that?
Probably like a tiny baby, maybe not even.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's about, like, I don't think he was very old. Yeah. But, you know, has someone done a little protest murder, you know?
Hell yeah.
The pumpkin's so cute.
Also, never had a chance to see it, but the mixtape in Nora's Garage, one of the songs was I Kissed a Girl, which Charlotte mentioned in the first stream. I was like, ah! Yes.
I can't even remember that. That happened more than 5 minutes ago, I can't remember, but yes. Gay. I probably just say gay. That seems like something I'd say.
Seems like something you'd say.
Aww.
That seems like it's looped. And
she had a little 1979 pin, and I just had a realization that must have been when she was born, and I'm like, time, damn. Roughly? Wait, let me do maths. She's 16 here?
I think she's
95.
Maybe slightly older than 16, I'm not sure though. 16 to 18
16,
window.
17-ish. So yeah, 1979. That makes sense. Damn. Yeah. Maths and time. Always mysteries to me.
Not things I know anything about.
No. They're not my
Actually,
subjects.
you know what's a crazy fact about me is that when I was in high school in Canada, I did do AP pre-calculus. That's how good I was at maths at the
Of course
time.
you fucking did.
That was how good at maths I was at
crazy.
the time. I am not good at maths anymore.
Like, how though? Like, how can you not be good at maths after that? Like, I don't understand how you get to that point and then, like, stop being good at maths.
Because I never
did you just
maths
not
ever
like
again.
it?
Such bullshit.
I hate
I mean,
maths.
yeah, but like,
So I just stopped
I don't know. I guess.
That's
real,
like
but
more
like,
than 10 years of like not
yeah,
doing...
no, I agree. But what I mean
take
is
some
like,
footage
you
of
should
what
class
happened
yourself as a person who's not good at maths.
for us.
I'm like, no, you are. You have been.
I have been in another
You just
life.
unlearn it. You just stop
clean
learning
up
it. You know. Yeah, I don't know. I did not do well at maths,
Gotta
and I
drop
scraped
that
to
money
C,
off
and
too,
then I never
guess.
fucking did it again after 6.
Wonder if Dylan's working.
But I will
today.
say some of my mental math isn't too bad. That's mainly been from like doing jobs where I have to like add really fast.
Stupid, dumb, fucking assholes! We did get a little carried away.
Yeah, I think my mental maths is like okay.
Hey, kid.
Fair.
Yeah, you. Got a question
Hey,
for
Pam,
you.
one
Oh my
sec.
god, Pam! How are you doing?
Fuck.
Pam's like, that's Slade actually. Oh my god, young Pam!
Young Pam! Stop!
Hey Diva! Hey Queen!
You wanted to ask me something?
Yeah. You haven't seen a book around here, have you? It's called The Night's Dark Kiss.
Slay.
I don't think so. Why?
My friend Gus lent it to me. And of course, I must have dropped it with all the hubbub here last night. Say, you're one of those girls in that band, right? Blood and Rage.
Blood and Rage is
Something like
Blood
that.
and Rage
isn't
is...
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloom and Rage, actually. I'm just here to help clean up.
All by yourself?
Yeah. Well, we all got in trouble, you know.
Is your friend okay? The little one who fainted?
I don't know, but I'm also like, I don't know.
I think
Yeah, I don't-
that it might help Swann to talk to a nice old stranger
A nice old lesbian stranger about it,
about
yeah.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to talk to a nice old lesbian stranger about your problems and everything will be
It's so true. You know what? Yeah.
She's not okay. She has cancer. I only just found out.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I hope she kicks its ass. By the way, those guys who were heckling you, they don't know shit about
That's
shit.
right, Pam.
So true, Pam.
And they were out of line, talking to you girls that way. To tell the truth, it really pissed me off. So-called grown men yelling at some harmless kids.
Yeah, they were
My
fucking harmless. They
boyfriend,
didn't
he
do
was one of
anything.
them. So I'm sorry for that.
Pam,
I
go.
seriously wanted to punch those guys.
Take it from me, sister. Guys like that aren't worth your time.
Yeah, dump
Don't
it.
let him stop
Um,
you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Love you, Pam.
Can I
Except for
ask
the,
you
like, one
something?
weird comment
Did
about
you-
cancer.
Yeah.
See anything strange that night? Out in the woods? Like a presence. Like, I'm not so religious, but it was almost like there was someone out there watching over you guys.
There might be something in the woods.
I've seen something, you know?
What did you see?
This one time, I was hiking with a friend, and
Lesbian
went to
activities,
answer
yeah.
nature's call behind a tree, and I saw
Sorry.
this thing just over the ridge. No idea what it was.
Why are you
But it
as a
was
straight woman hiking with a
Too
friend?
tall and hairy to be a man. Everyone thought I was crazy, of course. Bet you think so too. When I was your age, I thought most women my age were just sort of pathetic.
Well,
You saw Bigfoot!
That's what I think. My friend just thought I was high, which I was.
Queen.
But I saw what I saw.
Love you, Pam.
Sorry. I'm talking your ear off.
Pam be our mom instead.
Don't mind me.
Honestly.
Everyone thinks I'm crazy anyway. But I thought your show was just great. I hope you didn't get in too much trouble.
Bye.
Love you, Pam.